Hey fellow meta fighters, Laggimus Prime here. We got a new day, a new card, and it's going to be another meta change leader, so let's take a look. Alright, so this leader is Particle. It is a recovery type. It costs 6 energy to attack with. It has 5,000 base power. It takes 4 cards to discard in order to rapidly cool, and it will have the bipedal legs. It has the passive ability, Auto Repair. At the end of your turn, if this Medabot is not overheating and its barrier is not at its maximum value, you activate Repair. Well, it means that your barrier, not its barrier. But still, either way, an automatic repair ability at the end of your turn, as long as this thing isn't overheating, it sounds fantastic to me. Essentially what this guy is doing is it's pretty much giving you a free way to recover your barrier. If you have less than 6, you will at least be able to take a card from your hand and place it into your barrier pile. It'll keep you alive for a while, but that's not the only thing this thing does. As I said, this is a meta change Medabot, so let's go ahead and take a look at the right arm real quick. So this is Particle's right arm right here. It has the exact same function as Medabot's right arm because it can also meta change. It costs 0 energy to meta change. This arm also does get plus 1,000 power and 1 recovery tactical stock, and you have to have this arm and the original left arm of Particle to meta change. And we'll go ahead and take a look at that left arm right here as well. It has the ability for 10 energies as reverse action. You resurrect or revive 6 or more, which essentially this is saying you're able to bring something back from your trash, or at least a copy of it, that has 6 or more charge, which is the attack energy cost. So if there is something with at least 6 or more attack energy cost in your trash, you'd make a copy of it and you place it into an open spot on your field. And this thing can actually bring back a good few things with this. There's a lot of stuff that has 6 or more attack. So I can see this being very useful in a lot of decks. But that 10 energy cost is quite a steep price to pay. But let's go ahead and take a look at what Particle does and looks like after it's meta changed. So this is what Particle looks like when it's meta changed. It goes into this like a tank looking form, but not much other than that changes on the card, other than its legs go from bipedal to now tread. And as the same before with Medabot, the only ability that it has on itself is this ability change back to the regular form. But the arms are really where it's at when it gets these new abilities, and this one is quite powerful as long as it's later in the game. So its passive ability Time Attack is, if it is the 5th turn or later, this Medabot's power increases by 4,000. That is quite a huge jump. So it goes from 5 to 9,000 power. Given it's also getting power from its right arm as well, you can see here in just a second why this is very, very powerful. And this is why right here. With its right arm, it is now giving you 2 recovery tactical stock. It's still only giving you plus 1,000, but that plus 1,000 with the left arm's effect will have this be a 10,000 permanent power Medabot. On top of that, it now gets another ability for 4 energy Counter Guard. You gain guard and counter until the start of your next turn. So what this means is you have a 10,000 power defender that not only defends, but will attack if it gets hit. Although to my understanding though, what counter does is it will randomly choose a Medabot that it will attack. So you're not going to be counter attacking the Medabot that hits you specifically. It could be anything on the other side of the field. So this Medabot is a very, very defensive, counter attacking sort of recovery Medabot that can meta change. I can see it being used in quite a few decks, don't get me wrong, but once again, you have to remember that the effect doesn't really proc, or that power boost doesn't proc until 5 turns or later. Then also that if you are meta change, you can't choose your arms to be destroyed. So if you're taking damage, you're always going to be getting hit for barrier, and you're not going to be able to defend yourself with your arms with these cards. So as an overall view from this Medabot, I can definitely for sure see this being used in a good amount of recovery / defense decks. But who knows, somebody could come up with something vastly unique with this. I mean, like, I think the possibilities are endless with Medabots and a TCG. I've always been wanting to have one, and we're just a few days away from its official release. But anyway, that's all I got for you. I hope you have a good day, and I'll catch you later.